had a dream about a blind man. In real life, I know this blind man personally, but in the dream, I was trying to avoid him, and I didn't want him to know that I was there. But I figured that he wouldn't be able to see me because he was blind. But suddenly he turned around and he faced me, and he said my name. He said Shemaya. And I was thinking to myself, how could he have known that I was there if he can't see? And he said, I can smell you. And I'm thinking, how could he smell me? And the one thing that I know to be true is that when a person has a hearing impairment or a vision impairment, the other senses get heightened. And then I woke up, and the scripture came to my mind in Luke about the enemy wanting to sift out as wheat. And that was God's way of showing me that the enemy desires to sift his people out as wheat. And it's just a symbol about that dream just symbolized the enemy tries to smell us. The enemy can smell us, but the only way he can smell us is if we smell like him. Do you smell like the enemy? It's so easy to profess with your mouth that you are a believer, but you may smell like the enemy. But if there's no darkness inside of you, then your tracks will be untraceable. To sift out means to single one out, or to seek out, to separate one, to isolate one. And he's on the prowl, and he's seeking whom he may devour. Our tracks must be untraceable. We have to make sure that we don't have darkness in us. It also reminds me of the scripture when it talks about, Lord, Lord, I did all these things in your name. And God saying, depart from me, I never knew you. And I thought about, how could God not know someone if he knows everything? But it's because he doesn't know sin. He doesn't know that part. And if you are that, then he doesn't know you. But if he finds himself in you, that's how he knows us. And it's just like the enemy. He knows us by the wickedness that's inside of us, and he can smell us. And we have to make sure that we examine our hearts so that he can't sift us out.